And that's something that in comedy you do find, and just in the business in general, you find some people that you feel like are really like very supportive, and you've always been one of those people who are very supportive, always maintain good relationships. Something that I could definitely learn from you is maintaining good relationships with people. You're so good at networking and keeping relationships with people that you meet, and that's something that that helped me get that CBS showcase, because if you hadn't told me about it, I wouldn't have submitted for it. I wouldn't have written something. And so thank you for that. The experience was good. It was a good experience overall. I could sit here and nitpick about a lot of things, because I did not love everything about it. There were a lot of things about that experience that really bothered me. But overall, I would say the takeaway, the best part about it was I met some really talented writers. I met some really talented performers. It forced me to collaborate with other people, because before that, anything I'd written before had just been things that I'd written on my own. So it taught me how to write with other people, and we work together. I have an idea. Can you help me with this? Or you have an idea. I could throw in some advice to make this better. So overall, it helped me personally become a better writer, and it put me in touch with a lot of very talented people. Yeah, so
that's big.
Yeah, that is big. That is big. Yeah, so I feel like I'm a better writer because of it. I feel like I could do anything. Like I feel like I could write about just about any topic within a short window of time, because we had very quick turnovers with those things.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy you got a chance to do that, and
Yeah,
I'll take
good.
some of the credit when you.
Yeah, no, you like I said, I wouldn't have even known about it if it wasn't for you. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, no problem. Yeah, we both applied. They was like, we don't like what you talking about, but Finley, he got talent.
No,
I'm joking.
No, that's not true. I honestly, I don't know how they pick who they decided to pick. I don't know if it was just like we're just picking people at random. Hopefully it works out. I really, we have no idea what the selection process was. I was just thankful that I was selected, and I was thankful that you told me about it. Because I wouldn't have even, because I had before that I had submitted as a performer. I had gone in to try out, to audition as a performer the year before, didn't get it. And then, so I didn't even know about the writing side of it. So I was going to try to audition to be a performer again. And then you told me about the writing side. I was like, oh, let me try as a writer. Maybe I could sneak in as a performer if I'm writing. They'll be like,
write yourself in. Like,
you know what? I know this sketch right here would be good if you had a bald dude with a beard.
Ain't nobody here. Oh, what? I could jump up in that and do that.
I'll do it. I'll make the sacrifice. So.
Oh, that's dope that you got a chance to do that.
Yeah.
It's a thing that a lot of actors and comedians want to do. They want to be a part of that big showcase, because they think that, or the word on the street is that it's the end to getting into the CBS auditions or whatever network it is that you do the showcase for.
Yeah, I mean,
what's your
experience? I guess for some it is. I mean, like I said, other than it helping, I feel like for me, again, the way it helped me was I did not get any auditions. It didn't get me in the door with CBS necessarily. I mean, I know some people at CBS. But it didn't get me a writing job. All it did is it gave me, which is a big thing. I don't want to say all it did. I don't want to minimize it. What it did is it gave me the experience. It gave me, I learned a lot about writing. I learned about writing under pressure with a time limit. Because right now if you want to write something, you just write it at your own pace. There's nobody breathing down your neck waiting to see what you're doing, So that really pushed me to be able to, like, I have a time limit. This is due by the end of the day. I have to submit it by 6 p.m., So it helped me with that. Yeah.
Good. That's dope.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
And I need that. I'm the kind of person that I need structure. I need, like, a goal. I need a deadline. If I don't, I'm going to just chill.
I think that's everybody. Is that every man or is that everybody? Because I know a lot of brothers that be chilling.
I just chill. I'm just like, I'll get to it. Yeah, I know what I got it in my head. I just got to put it on paper, So that's how it is for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Comedy goals. Where you want to be in 5 years?
Comedy goals. I have so many comedy goals. I would love. Okay, not I would love. I will. I will. So I got to change the way I say
It's
things.
all
right?
positive.
Yeah, I got to manifest these things.
Speak it
right?
into existence.
You know, there are so many comedy specials coming out, right? I feel like everybody's putting out a special. I don't know if I mean, of course eventually I want to put out a special. I want it to be quality work. I'd love to write on a show.
What would be your dream show right now to write on?
Right now I love Atlanta. I love why am I drawing a blank on the name of the show? With Issa Rae. Why am I drawing a blank? Insecure. Why am I drawing a blank on that? How could I forget that? So, Insecure, Atlanta, those are probably my top 2 shows that I would love to write on. But I don't want to put myself in a box either. I could write on anything.
Exactly.
With that I could,
experience.
So I'd love to write on the show. I'd love to, and I'm also an actor, so I would love to act on a show as well. So
yeah, I remember I took my niece Macy and my nephew. Macy and Jaden. We came to see you perform in Aladdin, and you played the genie.
Yes, this was pre Will Smith. Okay, Will Smith stole my role. I'm the one that put the swag on the genie. Okay.
They were so happy. My niece is like, there is the genie. TT, can I take a picture with the genie? I'm like, yeah, girl, yeah.
Yeah,
TT got pulled.
That was a great experience too. So I was in the Aladdin musical where I played the genie, and that was a great experience. And it was a dual language version. So I had to learn some Spanish. And the biggest compliment I would get was people would come to me after and be like, you speak Spanish, right? I was like, no, I just learned the
Look at that method acting.
I just learned the words for the musical, and they were like, oh my god, I couldn't, because they didn't. I guess I did a good job with not having an American accent when I was delivering my Spanish line. So yeah,
that was dope.
So that it was a lot of fun. We did that for. That ran and it ended and then it came back again. So I did it for like 2 years. I'd done it because it came back again because the first time around it was it had done so well, so they brought it back. So that was great.
You killed it.
Thanks.
Yeah. Will Smith did his thing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to hate on Will Smith. I love Will Smith. Okay, Will, hook me up, give me a job, bro. Come on, let me just be next to you in something. I don't know, but no, but he did a great job. I went to go see it twice with my family to go see the new Aladdin, and I thought he did a great job. I thought he had some big shoes to fill, Robin Williams, but I thought he always puts his own little spin on it. His own little hip hop swag to it, where Will Smith is just like. The definition of cool, so he's just always cool.
Yeah,
so
ever since the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah. So he did his thing.
That's dope. I'm excited to see. I'm excited to have you on my show finally.
Yeah, thank you for thinking of me. Yeah,
but also to see where you go and in comedy, and hopefully we can start back. Collabing on things.
Yeah, that's definitely we will continue to collab.
Yeah. Everybody know I'm a nurse.
Yes.
And I work in the healthcare field. But I want to know, do you have any experiences in the medical world, like maybe an unexpected trip to the emergency room or something?
Well, I have a lot of experience with medical people because everybody in my family is in medicine except for me. Both of my parents are nurses.
Both
mother and father.
Both nurses?
Both nurses. My mom is a school nurse. My dad is a nurse in hospice.
Okay.
My older sister is a triage nurse.
Okay.
My younger sister just started medical school. I'm the only one who was like, fuck medicine.
So do they be giving you shade? Do they be like, why you not gonna cross over to our side?
No, because I always told them from the beginning, I just wasn't interested in that. It wasn't that the thing is, when I first went to college, I thought I was gonna be like a physical therapist, right?
And you couldn't shake the medical part. You was like, I gotta do something.
yeah, and then it was like when I started taking these science classes, I was like, dang, this is a lot to study. I was like, I was like, ugh, I don't know, maybe science is not my thing, you know. So then I changed majors. But any crazy medical like emergency room experiences? Luckily, I've never been like crazy sick. I've never had any serious illnesses or anything that any emergencies like that. The worst thing that happened to me was I was cleaning some dishes and I went to go pick up a knife and it sliced my finger wide open and I was like bleeding everywhere and had to run to the emergency room.
Let me see your fingers.
It wasn't. It was this one.
Oh, okay.
And so I got stitches on this, but it was. I mean,
did it hurt?
No, it did hurt.
Like, I got a family full of medical people.
No, this happened. I wasn't living at home with my parents. I was So it did hurt. I was bleeding. At first, I was like, "Oh, it's not that bad," but then it just kept bleeding and kept bleeding. I was like, "Oh my god, I'm gonna bleed out."
You thought you were gonna die from your finger being cut?
Yeah, because it just wouldn't stop bleeding. I'd taken, I feel like I took like a whole roll of paper towels, and it was just soaking through everything. So I had to drive myself to the urgent care, right? I think it was urgent care. Oh yeah, so I drove myself to urgent care, the closest urgent care that I could find. When I got there, they were like, "We don't take your insurance." So they sent me to another urgent care, and I'm like, y'all don't see I'm bleeding here? Like, isn't this medically unethical to not take me in right now? Like, I'm bleeding everywhere.
You were bleeding out?
Yeah.
From your finger.
That's what it seemed like to me. So I had to drive to another place, and then I had to wait in the waiting room with my hand wrapped up in like a soak, like a. This is one thing I don't get about people. I mean, I know you guys see everything, so you guys are not. But I feel like at least make me feel like this is an emergency to you too. Like, I feel like they're just like, okay, just have a seat. We'll call you. I'm like, bitch,
I'm bleeding. I'm bleeding out. Can you call my family?
You don't see that I'm so like. Can I get some more? Can I get a Band-Aid, something? They were just like, just have a seat. We'll call you. And they just like go through it's not a big deal.
It's not an emergency to them.
And I feel like at least pretend they're like, oh my God, okay. Even if still gonna call me 2 hours later, just lie to me. And just be like, oh my God, you're bleeding. Okay, have a seat over there. We'll call you,
it gotta be away. In that tone. Be like, it gotta be,
oh my God.
If we was like that, would you trust us? If I came and be like, oh my God, let me get your temperature because you might you might be septic or you might you might be, you might bleed out. If I was like that, would you be like, oh, she know what she doing? You gonna be like, can I get another nurse?
I would at least feel like you are just as concerned as I am. If you just be like, oh, nigga, just go sit down. We'll call you whenever. I'm like, damn.
But your finger good. I'm happy.
It's fine. Yeah. So that was. I know that's not like an exciting story. But,
no, that's cool.
Yeah.
Any family remedies in your house? Any like?
Oh my God, I'm Haitian.
Okay.
So there are tons of.
Give me the number one.
Okay, so no matter what, and this is the thing. It's like being Haitian supersedes being like knowledgeable in medicine. Because like I tell you, my parents are in the medical field. You would think they would do what they learned in school, medical stuff, right? But no, they still have their roots in like. So like there's this like oil, it's like a castor oil thing, right? But like it's in Creole they say l'huile masquiti. But it's like
masquiti.
Yeah, it's like oil. It's like a castor oil, right? And that is your medicine for everything. Like you got a broken arm, just put some of that oil on there.
What was that oil when your finger was cut?
Well, I tell you, I wasn't home. I was here. My parents are in Florida. So anything you have a fever, it doesn't matter what the case may be. You got a broken foot. Pour this oil on there. My grandmother, when she was around, she would add like a salt to it, and just like it'd be like an it's like you're exfoliating, but
she got a spa treatment with.
But you would do that for everything, anything that any kind of sickness you would have. That was the remedy.
did it actually work for anything?
You know, maybe it was a placebo because that shit did work. It did work. I felt better inside.